That time of night and doing nothing, just standing there. I get chills thinking about it cause something about it was never right. I wasn't slash and not super big into conspiracies and all that. But with all the recent talks about aliens and Disclosure Day, I want to share a random experience I had running into a bald white man in suit or men in black, as I've come to find. Maybe it was a prank Ike, but it never made sense to me. For context, I used to work at Jack in the Box in California. I worked the late night, bleep, from around 8:00 p.m. until about 3:00 a.m./4:00 a.m. in a small town. We were never busy around this time. Small town vibes, the streets were empty by around 10:00 p.m. We would get the occasional customer, but usually I just cleaned and prepped. Anyways, it's dead as always. My manager lets me go home early at about 3:00 a.m. I was a college student at the time and knew it was easier to get gas on the way home rather than wake up early and get gas before going to class in the morning. I'm driving home and again it's empty, pitch black, not a car in sight, but that's normal. My drive home was always like that. I stop by a local gas station, nothing big, not like an Arco, just 2 pumps. No attendant, and barely lit. I knew there was most likely nobody there. I pull up to the gas station. I'm alone, or so I think, but when I get out the car I notice a tall white, bald man in a full suit, long jacket, and a briefcase. The outfit alone made no sense to me, since it was not that cold nor the style of someone who would live in that town. It was way too professional and there was no reason for it. I think nothing of it. I assume he's pumping gas until I notice there are no other cars in the lot, just my car. It was definitely not a walkable area, so the only thing I'm thinking is how'd he get here with no car, and why is he just standing there at 3:00 a.m. My guard is up, obviously, just as it would be with anybody, but the entire time I'm pumping gas he's just standing there. He's not smoking or doing anything. He doesn't move the entire time I'm pumping gas, and I'm just trying to bleep of there as fast as I can. We're in clear eye shot of each other. He's maybe 20 feet away, standing in front of the ice machine outside. As I finish pumping gas and walk around my car, I'm clearly staring at him. I don't want to take my eyes off him. I get in my car and I can still see him there. He never looks at me or acknowledges that in there. As I'm pulling away, I do a final look to see if anything has changed, and almost as if he saw me look at him in the rear view mirror, he just walks off into the darkness towards my direction. Again, it's not a walkable area. There's nothing he could be heading towards. I can see a little bit of him in the rear view, and even though I knew he couldn't keep up with the car, I still took a random way home that I typically would not drive. Never saw him again. Never had an experience like that again. But it just never made sense to me. Why be at that random gas station in this random small town at that time of night and doing nothing, just standing there? I get chills thinking about it cause something about it was never right. I wasn't slash and not super big into conspiracies and all that. But later, when I came across other stories, I'm like, no way. There's no way we all saw something similar like that. He looked just as described, super white, basic looking dude, but not normal looking at the same time. Just wanted to share cause I've mentioned it others to friends before, but they assure me it was probably just some dude.